Hopefully I'm in the center of the frame. If not, oh well. What's up, everybody? My name is Marquise, and today I'll be giving you tips on how to improve your dog's recall. A friend of mine recently asked me for some recall tips. Her dog has recall, but just needs a little bit of improvement. I think we all do. Even my dog, he needs some improvement. So I'm making this video for her. Sorry I had to make you wait for so long. I literally recorded this video, and then since I'm a perfectionist, I found every single thing wrong with it, so I deleted it, and I'm doing it over. So sorry for the wait. Here it is. Just put this disclaimer in here because I didn't do this in the last video, but I am by no means a professional dog trainer. The dog I'm about to show you here in a second is actually my first ever dog, but I just made sure I did a lot of research before I got him to make sure he was a well-behaved good boy, and he turned out pretty okay. I get comments or compliments all the time. Well, he gets compliments all the time. Well, no, we both do. We both get compliments all the time. He's a good boy. I'm a good dog trainer. People ask me, oh, are you a professional? I'm not a professional. I just read a whole bunch of shit and watch a whole bunch of videos and have put him into training with my dog, and it works. So hopefully it works for you. If not, I'm sorry. Before we begin, you need a few prerequisites. You need some dog treats. So we have some treats in the pouch here, clipped onto the belt. Some other requirements that you're going to need. You're going to need a long lead. So I have this 50-foot long lead. I think I got it off Amazon. Maybe I'll be an official content creator and link the products in my Amazon storefront and put the link in the description. We'll see how I'm feeling after the editing process. But 50 foot long lead. Doesn't have to be 50, just a long lead. So we'll use this when we go outside. We're starting inside first. Got a little shorter lead. I actually made this one myself. I think it's like maybe 15 feet. The next thing you're going to need, I guess this part is optional, but we'll talk more about it later, but an e-collar. Excellent tool, but we'll unpack that a little bit later. I think that's it. Oh, shit. The most important thing, you need a dog. So hopefully you have a dog if you're this far in the video, but let's see if he can start off the video with a nice recall. So this is his recall whistle. It's from Lovecraft Country when they had to recall the monsters back to him. Hopefully it works and he doesn't embarrass me. Atta boy. Can we get in a heel for the video? We'll take it. Thank you, sir. So everyone, this is my dog, Dior. He's a 5-year-old American Pit Bull Terrier, and he is a very good boy. We're going to kill this video today, aren't we? There we go. All right. So I got his favorite treats in here. Also have a Greenies bone because he's really fond of that. I'm not going to give it to you now. I'm just letting him know I got it because he really loves those. So that's your reward if we have a good video. Do you agree? Is that cool? All right. So first thing for recall training. This is an activity that we did when he was a puppy, and we still do it to this day. It's just like a basic come and go game. Okay, so you start off with your dog beside you. You have your high value treats. Let him know, like, okay, I have the treats. He knows, he's well aware. Tail has been activated. You simply take your treat. You're going to toss it and say free or go. His command is free, so I'm going to give him that command as I throw the treat away from me. I'm going to throw it free. He's going to get the treat. When he gets it, Dior, come. Comes back to me. I give him more. Good boy. Give him praise. All the good things. Notice how I only threw one treat, but when he came back, I'm giving him a bigger payout just to let him know that. What is this on your face? Oh, I thought it was a tick. Crust. So yes, notice how I'm only throwing one treat, but I'm giving him multiple treats when he comes back to me. So again, come and go game. Sit. Good boy. Go free. Go find it. He goes to find it. Hopefully, sniffing around for it. I think it fell under the damn thing. Christ. Fall under the thing. Oh yeah, it's right there. Right there. Right there, boy. There you go. Okay, come. Yes. So this game, we literally just spam this every single day when he was a puppy. So when I first got him, we would do this activity inside. Again, as you see, we're starting inside because I can pretty much control the distractions here. With a dog, if you're building up from nothing, you want to make sure that they're in an environment where there's not a lot of distractions because the game or it just won't work. So start off, if your dog is super distractible, I think that's the word, distractible, definitely start off inside, or if you're outside, go to a place where it's not a lot of people, not a lot of action. So come and go game, simple. This is like the basis for recall training. You got to let him know that when he calls my name, something good comes out of it, okay? So again, simple come and go. Go find it. Good boy. Come. Yes. So as soon as he's done looking for the treat, drop one there. As soon as he's done looking for the treat, I call his name. And you just repeat that activity, do it every single day. It builds the trust, the bond, the relationship with your dog. And especially when you have a puppy, it lets them know that good things come from the owner, from the human that's always talking at me. So he knows very well, like, damn, if I listen, I get praise, I get treats, and I get freaking head rubs and dad pets, right? That old boy, he's a good one. He's a good one. He's a good one, boy. He's a good one, boy. All right. I don't know where the hell he's going. Stay out there then. Let's stay out there, actually. When you're doing this come and go game, if you have a really active or distractible puppy, One thing, and I had to do this when Dior was a puppy, I had to put his leash on him while we played this game, because we do this a few times, but then he started to get distracted in the house. Like, he'd just start sniffing around at something else. And most times it was because he was just bored of I was doing it for too long and he got bored. So he's like, I don't care about this game anymore. Let me just see what's over here. But that's also a good opportunity to reinforce the recall. Like, it doesn't matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter how you feel. If I tell you to come here, then that's what you need to do. So I would have the leash on him. I'm gonna just throw one on him just for gigs and shiggles. Put a leash on you, mate. Put a leash on you, mate. There it is. Right. So yeah, same idea. Take it. Throw his treat. Say free. He goes to get him. If he gets distracted, you pull him back right here. Pull my damn thing off my waist. So yeah, the leash just adds a little extra oomph. You can get that leash correction if they are not listening like they should. Go boy, go find it. Go boy. It's one more, you missed it. Right here. Find it. That's his command when he needs to look for something. Okay, come. Leash pop. Boom. Yes. Yes. Good boy. So yeah, the leash just adds a little bit of extra reinforcement for them if they get distracted. And another tip with the leash, it can, and this is something that we actually need to work on. I'd say his recall is like a 97%, simply because there's a lack of urgency when I call his name. Sometimes he's like, yeah, he gets right to me, but other times he's like, let me just finish sniffing this bush, or let me lift my leg up and pitch one more time and take my sweet ass time before I go see what he wants. And I don't like that. So that's his 3-point deduction. But other than that, he's always going to come. He's always going to come or return to me, but it's just not as intense. The urgency isn't there quite how I want it. So one thing I just saw actually on a YouTube video, YouTube or TikTok, doesn't matter, but I saw it online. Let me fix your arm, brother. Saw it online. When you say come, you put the leash on him, and when you say come, as soon as you say come, you give him a leash pop. Okay. So if he's off, I'm actually going to throw a treat out there, and I'm not going to let him get it. So he's going to go towards the treat. Can't even speak, but he's trying to eat. Let me not try to rap. I'm going to throw the treat. He's going to go to get it, but I'm going to stop him. I'm going to say come as he's on the way to get the treat, and I'm going to give a leash pop at the same time. So it's going to redirect him. It's like, oh, I'm just going for the treat. I saw something. I was excited, but you know what? He called me back. This is more urgent, so let me go back to him, right? So let me make sure he's got enough distance. I'm going to take the treat. Free. He's smart. He's like, this is why I think he understands English, because he knows what, go get it, bro. Go get it. Here, free. Go get it. He's like, you ain't about to fool me. It's right there, brother. It's right there. Okay, well, just imagine, because he's smart, just imagine I threw the treat, he was going to get it, and halfway towards the treat, I pulled him back to come to me, and he returned back. So just act like he did it. Good job, even though you didn't freaking do it. So yes, that'll help with not limiting distractions, but that'll help increase the sense of urgency whenever you're given the recall command. So if they're off sniffing, you want them to stop, you say come, and you give the leash pop. And I'm not saying with a leash pop, it doesn't have to be like I'm trying to rip this dude's head off, but it should just be a pressure. Like, he's like, oh, what did I do? You didn't do anything. You did a good job. That's what you did. So that's a leash pop. Okay, I think that's it for the inside portion. So now let's go outside. Let's try to do a sick transition. Ready? Hold on, I messed that up. Hopefully that looked cool. Now we're outside. So again, this is like the step up from doing this activity inside, the come and go game. So you start off inside, little to no distractions, and then you come outside where now, you don't have control over what could happen. Could be a bird, a squirrel, the cat from across the street, a person walking their dog, so on and so forth. So you gotta slowly but surely increase, just like a class. You gotta do certain things before you pass on to the next thing. Ant on me. Yeah, you gotta complete certain tasks and objectives before you can move on to the next thing. Same thing with your dog. So until he has mastered inside the come and go game and he's listening no matter what is going on, then you can transition to come outside with more distractions. So we got rid of the 15-foot lead. Now we have the 50-foot lead. Again, we're not using that yet. That'll be the last thing. This is the lead that I would use when we go out to public places. And it's like his recall was okay, but still I just needed some insurance. So I just always would have this connected to him. And what I would do with this was when we're out, well, first thing we do, of course, we do the come and go game. I'm not going to do it out here because there's no point. He's already proficient at it. But if you are watching this video and you did the inside portion and you have yet to do the come and go game outside, do that. Do it outside. Do it out front of your house. Once they're good at that, go to different places and do the same thing. Come and go. Like you throw a treat and then you tell them to come back. Go to a dog park. Not inside the dog park, but I think dog parks are an excellent tool to use to train your dog. So you don't go in the actual gate. You stay on the outside of the gate and then you do your training there. That's like the final boss for a dog. That's like the final test, the final. Like once they do all the training in places with minimal distractions, then you really increase the distractions to test how good their recall is. So that'll be the ultimate test. But you can do these activities outside of the dog park or just around distractions. And this is where the long lead will come in, because you see, like right now, he's over sniffing. This is an example. I'm gonna try to get him. Oh, damn, he stopped. So he was sniffing around, but I was about to give him a leash pop just so to show. yeah, what I'm talking about. But anyway, you'll do this activity out with distractions around. I was hoping he'd get distracted. He's just such a good dog. He just knows what's up. All right, we're not gonna be out here for too long because it's kind of hot out here. I know you want your greenie, so give me about 10 more minutes. We'll be done. Okay, so yeah, long lead. Long lead is used for when we're outside and I want him to be at larger or longer distances away from me, but I still want to be able to have control over him. So if we go to a park, I'll be like free and he'll just go sniff around. He's doing his little doggy things. And as I'm walking around, sometimes I'll hold the leash, sometimes I'll just leave it, just drag him. But once I see that they're getting too far or that leash is getting stretched out, I'll take the end of the leash, I'll pop it, and then I'll bring him back closer to me. What? Can you do it for me? Yeah, probably. Goddamn sister. All right, made me lose what the hell I was saying. Goddamn, you see I'm recording with the tripod out. You're going to come out here and disrespect me. Just disrespect the craft. Anyway, like I was saying, long lead. If we're out in a place and I want him to have a little bit more freedom, but I still want that insurance to be able to pull him, that's when I use the long lead. So we'll be walking. I'll tell him free. He'll go explore. But the moment I see him like locked in on a distraction, or if I just want to do a test to tell him to come here and just to give him a little test, I'll let him sniff around. And as soon as I'm ready for him to come to me, I'll just come. Yes, good boy. And then I'll give him a treat, give him praise, yada, 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 and he'll probably get distracted again, and he'll go off and start sniffing. The moment he starts sniffing, I'll pull him back, come. And he comes to me, yeah, good boy, I'm gonna give you a treat now because you haven't had one in a minute. There you go. So yeah, that repeatedly. So, and this is really good whenever they see distractions. So say we see a dog or a squirrel or whatever, a person walking by, and he's like locked in on it, not even focused on me, I would like make sure I'm behind him, he can't see me, but I would give his come command or call his name. And right when I call his name, I'd be like, Dior, come. Break him off of whatever that distraction is and then bring him to me, give him that praise. So the more you do that, it'll condition him to come when called, even when I'm distracted and looking at whatever else. So long lead, very good, very important tool. And it just gives them a little bit more freedom, gives you insurance when you're places and you want them to explore, but you just want to make sure that they're safe. So the more you do it, the better it'll be. Yeah, I think now we're ready for the last step. So we started off basics inside, coming out, we're increasing the difficulty, increasing the distractions. We have our long lead now to give them a little bit more range, but still have control. Give them a leash pop them when you need to. And again, not trying to destroy the dog's neck, but just a simple, firm leash pop. The bigger they are, the bigger little pop that they need. So you people with bigger dogs, you got to give them a little pop. Trust me, they're okay. If they're not yelping when you give them a leash pop, then you're fine. You should be worried if you're popping their leash and they're like yelping every time or, yeah, then you're hurting your dog. But other than that, like Dior, he's a freaking tank. He can take, I've seen him literally run into a tree and just continue like it was nothing. So a little leash pop on the neck won't hurt him. So yeah, that's the long lead. Now, I don't know why I threw it. Next thing, and it's a very controversial tool, is the e-collar. Right here I have the INVIROX, and on there, it's answered. Crazy. INVIROX, and again, maybe I'll link this in the description or something like that. Y'all can buy it. I think it's pretty legit. I like it. I forgot the range on it, but it's pretty decent range. But once you start working on recall training with your dog, dogs are smart, so they'll realize eventually, like, if I'm far away from this person, sometimes they can't give me that leash pop or this, that, and the third. It's like they catch on. So like, you're all the way out there, you can't touch me out here. And as much as we're out in the woods and we go hiking and stuff like that, like I want him to be able to enjoy just being a dog and sniff around and not have to be by me all the time. Because I mean, as a parent, who wants just to harbor their child all the time, right? So I want him to be able to, like he's doing now. Well, yeah, like he's doing now. He can do whatever he wants. He can explore, so on and so forth. So this is where the e-collar came in. I look at these like this. This is a leash, just an electronic version. So right, I'm holding the end of the handle of the leash in my hand, and this is his collar piece that's connected to the dog. And then there's a invisible connection between the remote and this. So on here we have a beep, we have a vibrate, and then we have a shock setting. I rarely use the shock setting. That's like the last resort to get him to respond to me. But most of the time, probably like 95% of the time, we're using the vibrate. That's all he needs. 95% of the time is vibrate. I'd say 3% of the time is the beep. And then that, can't do math. 95, what I say, 3%. And then 2%, if that, the damn shock button. Rarely use it. And I only use the shock button if there's a big distraction, he's running towards the street, he's about to get into a fight with a dog, so on and so forth, and I call him with some urgency. He feels that little zap, he'll come back. And when I say zap, I'm not cooking or frying this dog's neck. I'm not trying to abuse this dog. That's where the trouble with these e-collars come in. People who don't know what they're doing abuse the collar and in turn abuse the dog. But it's not. It's an awesome tool when used properly. And whatever he feels, I felt it too. So when I first got it, I made sure I put this thing around my neck and I tested the zap to see how, okay, damn, how does this feel on me and how's this going to feel on the dog, so on and so forth. So you don't want it turned up enough because it goes from 0 to 99. It's on, let me see what this thing is on. It's on a 2. It's on a 2. Again, it goes 0 to 99. This thing is on a 2. So you're not trying to zap the dog or trying to electrocute them. You just give them a little bit of stimulation just to break their focus on whatever they're looking at. We're almost done, I promise. You got your greenie. But again, it's on a, well, actually it's on a 1 right now. So I either have it somewhere between 1 and 3. That's why I tested on myself. I tested on the dog. It's enough to get him to respond and break whatever he's on. So that's what we do. So Dior, come. As you see, he's like not scared of it. He's not flinching. He came right to me, tails wagging, like he's not scared of this thing because I haven't abused him with it. So when I first got this e-collar on the dog, what I did was just kind of condition him to it. So I hit the vibrate button and he'd get freaked out. But I say, oh no, let me back up. I'd say come. And then when I say come, I'll give him the vibrate and he'd feel it, but he'd still be coming to me and I just reward it just to let him know like, yeah, it's a little weird, it's strange. It's not something that you're used to, but you know, but what the fuck was I about to say right there? Not something you're used to, but it's not something that's going to hurt you. That's where I went. It can, but I'm not going to use it to hurt him, right? Just want to get a positive association with it, even though it's freaking him out. And it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to like catch him off guard, be like, what the fuck was that? It's supposed to do that. So I'm just, when I first got it, that's what I did. Vibrate, tell him to come. When he listened, even if he kind of did like that to try to find what it is, and but he still came to me. So I rewarded it, right? So that's what I would do. And eventually, stay there. Eventually, it got to a point where I could just press the vibrate button and he knows like, damn, let me just come to him. So I'm going to, hold on. Let's actually get you further. We're going to get him out of the frame. Come here. Heel. Bless you. Sit. Stay. So again, I'm going to press the vibrate button, and now he knows because we conditioned him or we trained with it. He just knows when he feels the vibrate, just come to me. Good boy. That's your boy. That's your boy. That's your boy. That's your boy. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. And that's just the vibrate. So we're going to take him back. Use the sound next. So just like a series of beeps. Come. Good boy. We're almost done. We're almost done. Sit. First, now we do the beep. So the beep is usually what I use when we're hiking. We like to go and stay there. He's like ready to go. We go hiking a lot. No, stay there. Sit back down. Sit back down. Dior, sit back down. Sit down, brother. You're embarrassing me in front of the video. Anyway, we use the beep feature whenever we're out in the woods because we go hiking a lot and we like to go off trail. So I like to just, he sees a squirrel sometimes, I'll let him chase it, or a deer, I'll let him chase it, so on and so forth, as long as I know the animal can get away. But I let him chase it, and he's just too advanced. He's like, you know what, I know I gotta come here eventually for a treat, so let me just get it right now. No, because I told you to stay over here and you came anyway. So come back over here to your mark. Come back over here. Get in the heel. Sit down. Stay right there. Stay right there, brother. Stay right there again. Stay right there. Stay right there. So again, we use the beep. I use the beep when I don't see him. I don't hear him anymore. He's in the woods. I'm like, damn, I haven't seen the dog in a while. I need him back. So I press the beep. He hears it. He knows. Like, I got to check in with dad. See what dad is at. Good boy. Yes, he sits. We reward it. I'm not going to do the shock for the sake of this video because he doesn't like the shock. And I don't have a reason to use it. But I'm just showing you the idea of like what you can use. So again, we start off with the basics, the come and go game inside. You come outside, you increase the level of distractions, do the same come and go game. You might introduce the long lead so you can pull them when you need to, so on and so forth. And then the last step, again, I feel like this is an excellent tool to have. This is just like the last line of defense, like, okay, boom. Even if you're far away from me, I can still give you a correction, right? Because the vibrate, the beep, the zap, all of that is supposed to mimic like a leash pop or a leash correction, but it's just electronically, right? So again, it can be an awesome tool if used properly, but if you abuse it, then that's when it becomes a problem. But now that we have this, I can walk him like, I rarely use a leash. I walk him off lead all the time. And just a disclaimer again, do not have your dog off lead if you do not have confidence in their recall. Like if your dog does not have solid recall, you should not have them off lead. I have him off lead and we can walk around and do our walks around the neighborhood with people, dogs, cats, deer, you name it. He doesn't care. Like we'll be walking down the street. We could literally be on the same sidewalk as another person and a dog walking. And if I tell him to leave it, he'll leave the dog and not even pay you any mind. Like he'll look at you and he'll look at me like, oh, can I go play? I'm like, no, leave it. And I put him in the heel, or sometimes I have to get off to the side because the people see him. They're like, oh, he's a big scary monster. He's going to eat me in my chihuahua. And in my crop. Yeah, he's going to eat me in my chihuahua. So sometimes I just show them like, no, he's trained. You have nothing to worry about. I promise you. I'll bring him over to the side in the grass, let him pass. And they see like, oh my God, he's such a good boy. Training, repetition, consistency in these exercises has proven to be quite useful. And now he gets to be able to just be free and not be on a leash all the time. And I don't have to hold a leash every time we walk. And sometimes that's annoying, like especially when it's cold out. Yeah, you can have gloves on, but it's just annoying to hold a leash and do this. Like now he can just do what he can just do what he do, and I don't got to worry about it. So, excellent tool to use, and if used properly, it can be a good asset to you and your dog's training. I think just one more tip, I guess, with that long lead, and even this too. Just get into a habit of going places, letting them explore, but doing little checks here and there. Like sometimes on our walk, I'll use the e-collar. Like, he'll be ahead of me, probably about 20 feet, sniffing some bush, and he didn't even notice me stop. I'll just stop, and then I'll just do a little test and give him the vibrate, and he'll come back, or I'll just say verbally, come, so on and so forth, and he'll return, give him a treat, give him praise, and I'll just let him go again. So get into a habit of doing these little checks. It's like kind of like a pop quiz. Damn, I'm a teacher, and I was bleeding in the other avenues of my life. I'm correlating teaching every damn thing. Anyway, it's like a pop quiz. So do pop quizzes every now and again. Have your long lead, have them out with distractions. When you want to pull them off something, or if you see that they're distracted on something, that's a good opportunity to give them a little leash pop and tell them to come here, and then give them that praise, because that tells them, like, okay, no matter what I'm doing, my owner, my human, is the most important thing in the environment. So I need to be locked into them. And another thing, that's probably the last thing, be excited with your commands. They respond well off that. So, like, especially even as simple as like using an inflection in your voice, like, oh my God, that go boy, baby talk. Like, they respond well to that. There's actually been studies about that. Like, they respond better to that versus your normal voice. So of course they respond to your normal voice, but like when they do something, why are you stepping on my foot? When they do something well, give them that praise and be excited, because it further reinforces that behavior that you want. And yeah, just gets them excited, gets them lit for the activity. So yeah, I think that's it for recall. Hopefully that was solid and it helps out a little bit. Do you have anything to say? All right. So I think that's it. If you have any questions or recommendations for videos in the future, I'm probably gonna make a few of these like training videos, because people ask me all the time. And again, I'm not a professional dog trainer. I just read a lot and I know what I'm doing, and I got a solid dog with me now. So I can help people, because certain things have helped for me. So yeah, hopefully this helps. And that concludes today's video. Let's see if we can end it with a nice high five. Give me some. We killed it. My guy. All right, signing out. Let me give you a greenie. They don't think I cheated you. Greenie. Loves it. You want to take it in the house? Go ahead, go inside with it. Take it inside. He knows what's up. He knows what's up.